Hi guys, welcome back to Take a Walk with Goldie. I know it's been just like 3 weeks, but in my big head, I feel like it's been a lifetime. And it's so strange how stressed I am. I feel like there are 20 people right here watching me, like literally in my living room. I'm trying to do something really cool right here, and I'm still trying to get over my nervousness, but let's just get straight into it. So guys, today we will be speaking about the do's and the don'ts after a breakup. We all know everybody wants to feel that love, that excitement of sharing your life with someone special. But the truth is, nowadays, it doesn't always work out the way we want. And most of us end up going through so much pain, so much stress, and losing ourselves completely. So this is why from experience, I have made a list of things you should do and you shouldn't do, because you don't want to lose yourself. Yes, you might have lost someone in your life that is very important to you, or that shared certain moments with you that you can get over, but we're going to help you get over these things step by step, okay, so just stay tuned. So now we're going to start with the don'ts, then we're going to go to the do's, because most of the time the first things people think about after a breakup is the negative part of it, you know, oh, I'm going to do this to hurt that person, or I'm going to do that. So we're going to start today with the don'ts, that do not do these things when you're going through a breakup, okay? And guys, I know you're gonna see my eyes go down a few times. That is because I have on a sticky paper, this is actually regular paper, what I plan to talk about, so I don't forget anything. Before we get into this whole conversation of do's and don'ts after a breakup, have you guys noticed that anything can be going wrong with you? Like, you could break a leg, you could lose a job, bad things could happen to you, but the only thing that really gets you down is a bad relationship or a bad breakup. Like, that is the one thing that is guaranteed to hold you back. So the only thing I'm doing right now is try to find ways that could help you guys ease your pain. The first on my list on don't do is actually don't cover up your emotions. Deal with the pain you're going through at the moment. You see, every relationship is different. You know, most people actually might not understand what stage of relationship they're in. They might think they're in something serious, but in all actuality, it's never really the way it's supposed to be. But doesn't mean the hurt is different. The hurt is still the same. You know, a lot of women might be involved with guys that they feel like, oh, this is my man, this is, you know, this is the thing. But at the same time, the man might not feel the same way about this woman, you know. But like I said, pain is pain, and we all go through it at some point in our lives. Maybe some people more often than others. You just never know. But the most important thing is, when you do find yourself in this situation where you feel like your heart is broken, you feel like you can't get up out of bed, you feel like, Lord have mercy, you could kill someone at that moment, just take your time to actually grieve. Take your time to understand the position you're in. Take your time to feel that pain, girl. Don't try to cover it up with, let's say, over going out or jumping into something else. You know, actually go through that moment. You know, it's almost like when people die, you know, you have to mourn. You know, covering the pain doesn't help you at all. You have to understand what really went wrong in that relationship, so you know where to change for the future, you know. So guys, I know it hurts. I know you want to cover up everything you feel, but trust me when I tell you, you have to deal with the pain. Go through your period, cry if you want, scream if you want, like literally, whatever you guys to do, you guys to do. But you know what, feel that intensity, you know. That's the only way you're gonna be able to move forward freely. Capiche? Comprende? My number 2 on this list, this special list, is actually stay away from social media after a breakup. Like, I don't know how to stress this situation. So first of all, before Instagram came out, or Snapchat and all the others, we had Facebook, the almighty Facebook. And boy, oh boy, did you see people crying every single day about their breakups and how this guy did this to them or this girl did that to them, and it's fuck you. Literally, I'm not allowed to curse, but hey. You see all that, you know, people write big scripts on how they feel and their emotions, and Lord have mercy, nobody really cares about those kind of things, you know. And in the process of you doing this, actually emotionally venting on social media, you end up destroying the image of the person you were with. Like, Literally, how do you stay all day sending, oh, I love this guy, oh, I love this girl messages, posting this love, the travels and everything, and all of a sudden something goes wrong in your relationship and you decide to just completely destroy this person on social media. The truth and the worst part of it is that most women actually don't process what in the world happened to their relationship. Yes, they don't. A lot of women are so used to having this idea like, oh, the guy is the bad one, the guy does this, the guys are just terrible in general, and they stay with this idea in their heads, so when they do go through a breakup, most of them don't actually process what really happened in their relationship, so they end up on Facebook and on Instagram and of course on Snapchat now, bad mouthing the partner. In order for you to heal, you need to properly understand what went wrong between you guys. You need to understand if you were at fault with something and try to fix it. Maybe not to go back to the same guy, but maybe for your next relationship. Because if you don't go through this process and you always feel like you're the only correct person in this relationship, then you know what, you're just gonna repeat the same situation in the next relationship and the next one and the next one. The reason why I don't agree with you actually bad-mouthing your partner on the internet, is because chances are when you're done with your process, of what went wrong, you might end up realizing that you messed up, and then you guys are gonna be back together. And you know what, people as they are very, very judgmental, so you don't want them to keep criticizing or, oh, look at this one, she's back with the same guy, after he messed up so badly. So chances are you will go back to your partner, so just try to avoid this. Find other ways to express yourselves. And for those mothers out there that do have children with this particular significant other, try to keep their name away from social media, even if they did you wrong, because the truth is you do have kids who were brought up from this particular individual, and you don't want that child growing up in the future and feeling like, oh my god, my daddy or my mom is this evil person. You want them to see their parents in the best light. Under different circumstances, if your partner, either the woman or the man, was a real asshole, like a real asshole, then it's up to you, whatever you decide. But if you know that you haven't gone through the stages of processing what really went on in your relationship, just avoid social media for now. A lot of people want to vent to friends also, it doesn't have to be on social media, but be careful of the information you're giving out to your friends, because the truth is, ain't nobody got time to listen to all that venting and complaining literally about the same person over and over and over again. You need to take time for yourself, understand where you are in life right now, and then make a big judgment. If you're not gonna be with this guy no more, fine. But if you know there's a big chance you might go back to him, crawling or running or whatever the situation might be, then just play it cool. Deal with your stuff in your home on your own. You don't need to involve Andrea and Alexandra and all those other people in your relationship. You don't want them to give you an advice based on the way you feel at the moment, that might not actually be the best one for you. Did you realize that if you complain about a guy to your friends, after he does something bad, most of the time your friends are going to support you. They're going to be like, you know what, F that motherfucker, most of the time, because they just want to see you happy. A real friend will actually tell you like, listen woman, just chill out, try to understand what really went wrong with you guys. But nowadays everybody just wants to literally kiss your behind, so they're gonna tell you everything you want to hear. That is why I strictly say don't vent to your friend. This is my most favorite one. So women out there, and I will say this for the men also, but I know that for men and women it's kind of different, okay? So my most important rule after a breakup is do not jump into any sexual interaction with anyone. Most of the time when women have been cheated on or they go through this thing with some other person involved in the situation, they want to pay the guy back, and their way of doing this is by actually going out there, having some fling with some random person who honestly they probably won't even remember your name at the end of that intercourse, and all this they do just to piss off their partner that broke up with them. Guys, you will never be able to hurt a man if you display this kind of childish behavior. Like literally, he might just look at you and be like, damn, I dodged a bullet. That is a straight trap. Excuse my French, but it's the truth, Don't hurt yourself in the process, You need time. The only and best advice I can give you is give yourself time after you are hurt. Analyze what is going on. Jumping into a next relationship without you knowing exactly what happened to you, maybe you're wrong, maybe he's wrong. How are you supposed to understand your value as a human being if you just jump into the next one? And the truth is, the outcome might be exactly the same as your previous relationship. So guys, abstain from sexual situations for at least a good period of time. You know what, let me just say 3 months, 6 months maybe. Some people even taking more than that. But seriously, you need time to process, And the next man is not going to treat you any better than the previous man. You know why? Because you don't know yourself. You forgot yourself somewhere along the line, You lost your value as a human. So just take your time to process what is going on. Okay. My next one is don't get chubby. Don't get fat. I don't want to use the word fat because it might be offensive to some people, but we have this thing that most people, after they do go through a breakup, they want to eat their faces off. They buy the breads, they buy everything, all the carbs and things they shouldn't eat, especially ice cream, and they want to sit and cry and have this ugly face, Listen, let me explain something to you. After you're done doing all that, the only thing you're gonna see is you're going to be more stressed. You know why? Because when you look at yourself in the mirror, girl, you're looking chubbier than ever right now. You have 2-3 rolls on your back which should not be there, okay? You're not gonna get back at anyone like that. See, this is a time for you to process what is going on. This is a time for you to realize how important you are as a person. This is a time for you to fix the problems. This is a time for you to regain control of your life. It is not a time to fall apart. Yes, the world would love to tell you that you should fall apart. You should break down and cry. You should do all these things, but no. All that happens at the beginning. Now is the time for you to pick yourself up and gaining weight that we all know. My God, I don't know if most of you go to the gym, but I die in the gym. I cry my ass off in the gym. It's too damn painful. So I am not going to go through all that just because my heart is broken. Instead, I will take good care of myself. I would understand how I feel and just work. And also, there are women out there that decide to starve themselves after a breakup. Like their appetite for food just goes completely zero. My dear, you might not love yourself, but I love you from here. I don't want you to go through that. Starving yourself is not going to bring your man back. Starving yourself and looking like a toothpick with no behind and no hips and nothing is not going to help you at all. Eat. Don't eat too much, but eat so you are healthy. You are okay. How else are you supposed to enjoy life if you're just literally killing yourself out there? Okay, so take your time. Don't gain too much weight. Just eat normal. Do the things you usually do. Alrighty. I'm gonna end the don'ts with don't forget yourself. Before there was relationship, you were you and you enjoyed life and you went through all the goodness of life. Don't let one relationship that maybe wasn't even meant to be for you, or maybe it was meant to be for you, but somehow it went wrong along the line. Don't let it bring you down. Don't let it make you lose your value for yourself. You need to understand where you are right now, and you need to pick yourself up, and you need to keep riding, because you know what? Life, people say life is short, but I tell you, my dears, life could be extremely long. And if you make bad mistakes now because you're going through a phase that could structure your tomorrow, just don't do it to yourself. Don't forget yourself. Be who you are. Experience what you experience. You will not be the last or the first person to go through a breakup, but what you do in this process will determine your tomorrow. Just stay focused on what is right. I know it's easier said than done, honestly, because most of us just want to sit down in the corner and cry like, ah! But no, we are not going to be doing all that because there's no time for that. you're gonna end up losing yourself, losing your work. You're not inspired. I mean, your pockets and your bank account is gonna go dry. You don't want all of that. You need to focus on what is going on right now. Feel your pain, go through that, and get your ass up. Get your ass and keep moving, because you know what? Maybe you don't appreciate yourself at the moment, but someone else there appreciates you. So just get back to what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Okay. All right. Now we're going to go into the do's, and let me tell you guys something. If you're watching this video right now, remember to subscribe down below right here, and feel free to debate me on any of these. Feel free to add your comments. I want to know how you guys think. Maybe you have other ways of processing your information. I want to know, because you just never know. Maybe it will help me, maybe it will help someone else. You just don't know. So feel free to comment down below, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Take a Walk with Goldie. Okay, so we are gonna go straight into the do's. We've done the don'ts. The don't do this, don't do that. Now let's be more positive a bit. Okay, we are going into the do's right now, and the first on my list, I know some of them go back to the don'ts and the do's, whatever the situation might be, but the first one on my list is do process your situation. You know what? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to know exactly where you are, what you're feeling, what went wrong. And the truth is, most of the time we go wrong, Not only men are bad in this world, some of us are kind of crazy. We go through this phase in life. We might be the best people on a Monday to a Friday, but those 2 days we could be the devils, we women. I know this, because I be acting on some crazy shit sometimes. But the truth is, sometimes we are wrong. This is the hardest thing to admit to yourself when you're wrong. We love to throw blame. Boy, oh boy, we love to throw blame. It's always the other person's fault. But we also might be wrong, and this is why it is so crucial in this first week, this first month, or this first phase, to actually process everything you're going through. You want to know where you went wrong, or if that really wasn't a good relationship for you. You need to understand where you are. So guys, do not forget to actually take your time to process where you are right now, today, in this moment in your life, okay? The second one on my list is remind yourself who you are. Some of the strongest, we have a lot of strong women in the world right now, and of course we have strong men also. Guys, don't forget, I'm still talking to both of you, but I'm talking from a woman's point of view right now, so you guys can debate me on that if you want. But sometimes we forget who we are, we forget the values we have, we forget our self-worth. Maybe we were in a situation where we just got too comfortable. A lot of women are very, very strong until they get into a relationship, and then when they're in that relationship, they completely lose themselves. It happens a lot, by the way. But the thing is, don't ever forget who you are. Be that strong person. A man is attracted to a strong woman. So if you slack because you think you're trying to make everyone feel comfortable, it's not always the case, So always remind yourself your values. If this is how you like things to be, then follow those values. Do not let anyone make you feel less. And this, I'm referring to everyone going through situations where the man actually tries to make them feel less of themselves. But if you're there, just remind yourself who you are, And if you don't know how to remind yourself, just watch some Sex and the City, for heaven's sake. That is my favorite show. So watch it, and you might get a few tips. But basically, treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. That's a rule I try to follow all the time. You have to do the things that make you happy. Remind yourself of who you were before a relationship, and just, by the grace of God, let's say some prayers, maybe you could get something even better next time. You just don't know. Oh, I like this one. Do something nice for yourself. Yeah, do something you like, actually. So a lot of you guys out there used to travel, used to go party, used to sit down and chill with the girls and talk all the bullshit, you usually talk about, I always say that girls gossip way more than guys. That's actually true though. But the truth is, most of the time when you're in a relationship, you tend to forget about yourself. You start doing the things that you usually frequently do that actually make you happy, because at this point in time you're trying everything you can, and it also depends on the relationship. Some men are just very happy just seeing you happy, and some men are not very happy, so you end up changing things about yourself, depriving yourself of things that make you feel good, that put a smile on your face, So this is actually the time to remind yourself of the things that you want to do, the things that you feel comfortable with, and just take it one step. Go to a movie, sit down and gossip again with your girls. God, there are a lot of women, and I should say I am one of these girls actually. And it's very, very bad. You tend to forget about everybody else because you have found this one perfect savior in your life. But it's actually good to mingle with your friends. Go out, have a drink, party, dance, do whatever you want to do. Maybe just sunbathe in the sun. Get some bronze on you. Whatever works for you. But do something for yourself. Take a trip. Go buy some nice lingerie. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I actually do, which is a very, very bad habit of mine. So back in the day when I used to be young and fresh and just feeling like, oh my God, I want to sit down and cry because I'm heartbroken, what I do is I would buy myself something very, very expensive that actually the shock of seeing my card empty would actually make me switch off the heartbreak and everything. That's very, very bad advice, but that's what I do. Buy something expensive to make you feel better. Basically, that's what I do. But anyway, everyone deals with their loss in their own way, but what I say is do something nice for yourself. One very important thing you should do when you're going through a heartbreak, a breakup, a moment of relapse, let's put it like this, is go to the gym. No, you don't actually have to go to the gym. You can do it in the house. In my house I have my mat, I have my ball, my bar, like I got my weights and everything. So see, exercise is the number one stress reliever in the world. Like whatever you do, that just clears your mind. It just makes you feel fresh, and at the end of the day, let's be real, you're gonna have this magnificent booty, and very nice flat stomach, 6 abs. 6-pack, not 6 abs. But yeah, do that for yourself. Relax your mind, relax your brain by doing something positive for yourself. At the end of the day, you really want to sit down on Instagram and look at all those hot, beautiful girls out there with their 6-packs and their tight ass boom booms. When you can have that yourself, use this opportunity. Put your vexation, that anger that is in your blood, put it in the gym, and at the end of the day, you're going to look like a supermodel. Don't you agree? You see, I'm trying to, yeah. So do that for yourself. Go to the gym, work those abs out, work that stress out, take it out your brain, man. No, ain't nobody got time for that. At the end of the day, you're gonna come out in a nice dress and you look fantastic and you're gonna feel amazing with yourself. So try that. So guys, basically, I know you're gonna be like, damn Goldie, that was short. You could have said a lot more things, but the truth is, everybody has ways of dealing with their situation, with their present moments. As long as you follow a few guidelines, here and there, you will be okay. Never feel like just because someone that you care about or someone that you really love isn't there right now doesn't mean that your life is over. So guys, seriously, keep going on, keep riding for yourself, because the truth is, you need to be happy. You need to be your own person. You need to love and appreciate yourself. And I promise you, somebody will appreciate you and love yourself. Do not belittle yourself for anything. Do not show crazy characters on the internet, because the truth is, nobody really cares. If anything, they will laugh at you. But still, just follow this few little guidelines, and I promise you, you will feel good. You will feel amazing sooner than later. So like I said, process your information. Let's just go through them real fast. Where's my paper? Okay. Let's just go through them. Process your information. Understand where you are, where you've been, and where you're trying to head. If you're trying to be happy, please come on this side. If you ain't trying to be happy and just be miserable, then I don't know what to say for you, but basically be happy. Find a way to make yourself feel good. Remember, don't go gaining weight or losing crazy weight. You ain't going to impress nobody at all, like seriously. So just be calm, be collected. I never said don't cry. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to let it out, let it out. But make sure you do it in the privacy of your own home, because at the end of the day, you share the moment with a person, just you and that person, okay? You don't need to involve strangers in your life. Alrighty? And do something nice for yourself. Go buy yourself something expensive or not so expensive. Whatever you guys can afford, make yourself feel good, you know. Go out dancing. Let your hair out in the wind, you know. Feel good about your life. Do the things that make you feel happy. Remember, it always hurts at the beginning. But trust me, nobody ever died of a heartache. Literally, nobody died of a heartache. But you need to find things that will make you feel better. There's no need being depressed and staying in that moment, you know. Give it 2-3 days, deal with that, try to move forward, you know. I don't say forget about the person, you know, because you might have shared moments, but don't kill yourself in the process, okay? So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to follow my page at Take a Walk with Goldie, and I will be seeing you soon on my chats on Instagram.